Hello fellow price spotters, I am John, I am your super saver, and this week we are looking at one of the more affordable fitness trackers on the market, or at least branded ones, and that's the Fitbit Inspire 2. So what's so good about it? First up, we have the battery life, which lasts up to 10 days. That's excellent and one of the best that I've ever seen among fitness trackers and smartwatches. And to be honest, are you ever going to have to go 10 days without charging your Fitbit? I don't know about you, but my exercise usually lasts for maybe an hour tops, so that shouldn't be a problem. Obviously, the battery life will vary depending on how much you're using the screen and switching between modes, but either way, you shouldn't ever be caught on the hoof, and if you do, it's probably your fault. Next up, and maybe the thing that I like most about the Fitbit Inspire 2 is the price. You can find this thing on Price Buy for about 70 quid if you're lucky, and there really isn't another fitness tracker out there which does such great value at that price point. We'll go on to talk about features in a minute, but for the overall package, I think it's one of the best. There really are bags of features in this little thing, from heart rate monitoring to helping you with your mindfulness to the 20 plus activity modes that it has. I don't know about you, but I've got probably 2 activity modes, and I have never used anything close to the full 20, but it covers the whole range of common exercise stuff that we do as humans. One of those many activity modes is swimming, and your watch is water resistant. Very helpful. You won't be able to go deep sea diving in it, but any kind of swimming pool at a normal depth and you should be absolutely fine to swim with your tracker on and improve those times in the pool. Now, my last pro for the Fitbit Inspire 2, which leads into the cons, is the look and feel. Personally, for an overall fitness tracker, I like the fact that it's so sleek and small and lightweight, and the small screen is not at all cumbersome on your wrist, which I think is a massive plus if you're doing a long run or something like that. Now, some people find it a bit fiddly and small, but you can't have everything. So let's get on to the cons now. What is wrong, if we can say wrong, with the Fitbit Inspire 2? As I mentioned, the small screen might not be for everyone. It can be a bit fiddly to get into the right modes, and some of the squeezing you have to do to switch between things is not that user friendly, but once you got used to it, I was perfectly happy with all the things I had to do with my Fitbit. For runners and cyclists and maybe even long distance swimmers, there is no inbuilt GPS on the Fitbit Inspire 2. You can sync it up to your phone, where obviously you have other apps that will do that for you, but this might not be the right fit for someone who really wants to track that distance very accurately and directly via the watch. If you want to do that kind of thing, you'd probably be better off by looking at a Garmin Forerunner or something like that. And finally, a word of warning for those of you out there who, like me, have very sensitive skin. I noticed on a couple of occasions after very long runs and keeping the Fitbit on for quite a few hours at a time that I had some mild skin irritation right under the main body of the watch, but that's me. I'm sure if I took better care of myself that wouldn't be an issue, and it won't be an issue for everyone, but you might get some very, very, very slight rashing if you're keeping it on for a very long time. So what's the final verdict? The Fitbit Inspire 2 fitness tracker is really good value for what it is, what it does, and even what it looks like. There's far more exercise modes than any normal everyday human would need to use, but you could pay more if you want some fancy features, and if you're, like I say, a runner or a long distance cyclist that really wants all that GPS tracking in the watch rather than an accompanying piece of tech like your phone, you might want to look elsewhere. Overall, I found very little fault with it, and it is a big recommendation of mine. Go out and get yourselves the Fitbit Inspire 2 tracker. Thanks for watching.